Peace and blessings, collective. Excuse me, welcome in. I did kind of get started a little bit before I hopped on live because this is a month ahead, month of July energy reading, and I can already feel, and because I'm aware of like the cosmic transits and things, that there is very expansive energy on the horizon for all that are willing, able, and aware to tap into it. And I did shuffle the Dragon Oracle cards just before I started the live, and the energy is very much Golden Age, New Earth energy, Christ light, grounding the Christ light into our 3D realities, not being afraid to show up in leadership, in anchoring that frequency. We have the Golden Christed Dragon, which literally says, bring your higher love, brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light, absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. That is so potent right now. The energy of remaining fifth dimensional, remaining high vibrational, maintaining your vibration. The month of July is really going to be the turning point of the dimensional split. If you are able to anchor a higher vibration, anchor that frequency, you are going to see the results of anchoring that frequency in the month of July. You are going to like physically see the changes in your reality the more that you are able to maintain your vibration and be unaffected by external validation, be it good or bad. Because like if you have like a social media presence at all, you know that when you receive comments, like if you're not going to take the like all of them are neutral. Every comment you receive is neutral. It has whatever meaning you give it. It's because have opinions, and opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and they're typically different. So like you can't take everyone's opinion as truth, especially when it does not resonate as truth for you. And going into the month of July is really anchoring that energy, anchoring into being unshakable, like being sovereign in your frequency. And then we have the Earth and Air Dragon, which represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. That's the thing. Like you are anchoring this energy, and by anchoring this high vibrational energy, you are anchoring your manifestations. You are holding on to this truth. You are anchoring the light. Excuse me. There's so much energy moving through me right now that I want to deliver this message as clearly as possible, and I'm setting the intention that whatever is received is for the highest and best, and that you will carry this forward in the month of July, anchoring this light. Because the last dragon that we have here is the orange gold dragon from Arcturus, which literally says, opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. And under that, I'm seeing white gold dragon from Lyra. So golden energy is very, like gold in general, may be a synchronicity. Like maybe you've been investing in gold jewelry, wearing more gold recently. I know gold is a color, like my preferred jewelry metal. But that might be a synchronicity for you. Like you might be investing in new pieces of jewelry in the month of July, or that might be like a vision of wealth or opulence for you. We are the world and abundance. Literally, like that's the month of July energy. We are those of us who have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, soul family, soul tribe. We are coming together and anchoring the light of the new earth, which is abundance, innate abundance, abundance with ease, living in awe, not allowing external stimulate creativity. Yes, operating in your creative gifts, showing up creatively, authentically, not questioning your creations, giving birth to them and allowing them to take on a life of their own without any form of judgment. Because what good is there to judge it if you have not even created it? Healing that the blockage of feeling like things need to be perfect, releasing perfectionism, releasing the thinking egoic mind, that inner critic that's always trying to make sure, oh well, this needs to be this way out, or always trying to avoid criticism. You can, honestly, if the criticism does not resonate, release it. You do not have to hang on to any critical response that you receive to your work, especially if when you are operating authentically and you know that it is aligned with your truth. And then we have harmony, and that's another 10. Like literally, July is the closing of a cycle. Like honestly, June is the closed cycle. This the energy of June has been really sitting with our truth, recognizing the things that needed to be released, and raising our vibration to a point of being able to carry it unapologetically. And now going into July is seeing the fruits of that inner work, of listening to our inner voice. We have attuned to our inner voice. Happy July birthday month. Even the astrology itself is saying that like our gifts are coming online stronger. That inner voice is going to get louder. It may start, like, you're going to start to see things from a different perspective. You're going to see things more mystically, more like the spiritual and the physical are becoming one. Like there is no more separation. It's, and that friendliness, the coming together of energies, being able to connect with the higher realms of consciousness, being able to collect with our galactic family. Like Earth is entering a phase of being able to reconnect galactically, because we have been in such a dark age for so long that our galactic brothers and sisters couldn't even get in contact with us because we were too closed off to the energy. Releasing the energy of fear, totality, and the dream. Yeah, because this totality card, it always feels like we're reaching for something, but the reach now is you're connecting. You're connecting to the dream. The dream is anchoring into the present. And once again, I'm seeing an overwhelming presence of blue on the table, which is throat chakra energy. We are expressing ourselves more authentically, expressing our truth, expressing without editing, without the inner critic, no longer judging ourselves before we even speak, allowing ourselves to speak freely, to express freely, to create freely, because that is where the abundance arrives. And that's the understanding that we're developing. We are now understanding that the more we choose ourselves, the more that we're able to be gifted the abundance that is our birthright. Because when we stop, every time we make a choice that is not aligned with our truth, when we say yes when really we mean no, we're blocking a blessing that was on the way to us, because we have now filled the space that blessing was meant to fill, and by putting something that we didn't even want there. Choosing ourselves reduces stress on the bottom of the deck. Every time you say no and mean it, it's equally, if not more powerful than every time you say yes and mean it. No is a complete sentence, and we have to release the attachment to people pleasing, because you can't please everyone. So make sure that you are pleased in the decisions you are making, and trust that inner voice that is speaking to you is telling you the truth. Your inner voice is your inner truth. And nobody can listen to that inner voice for you. Just like I just felt so like with the energy of like neglecting that inner voice, that inner child. Like I felt it. It felt like a little kid wishing to be heard and not having an ear to hear them. That's your inner voice. Your inner voice has been speaking to you. And if you have been someone who, has been kind of averse to following their intuition or standing in their truth, that voice just kept getting quieter and quiet. It was still there, but it didn't lose anything. It just waited for you to hear it crying out to be heard. And that's where we are now. We are hearing in this celebration. We are celebrating our inner child is celebrating that we are getting to live the life that we've always dreamt of, because we're finally choosing ourselves and allowing ourselves to have what we have been desiring our entire lives, but kept telling ourselves it was unrealistic, or it didn't make sense, or how could we survive doing whatever it is. That there is nothing unrealistic. If someone else has it, it is available to you and beyond. Like, it does not have, if you are able to conceive of it in your mind, you are able to receive it in your reality. And it's just that simple, but you have to be in a paradigm, in a belief system of being worthy of having that thing. You having the desire for the thing is not enough if you do not feel worthy of having the thing, because that your innate worth is what is going to translate into your vibration, and your vibration is your signal to the universe of what you are ready for. And if you are saying with your mouth, I want the house, the car, the job, the money, but on your vibration is saying, I'm scared of what's going to happen when I have this responsibility and I don't think I'm ready for it, that's what's going to be heard, is your vibration. Your vibration trumps your words. Your words can say all day what you desire, but until you align your words with your vibration and feel the innate worth and understand that everything you desire desires you, because you are one with your desires, it is all one, and it is your birthright to have the abundance. And I know that we've been like conditioned to feel like uncomfortable with being entitled to things, but you are entitled to live the life of your dreams. You are, by birthright. That is what you are here to do. But so many of us have gone so long ignoring our inner truth because we felt like, well, but this person said, and back when I was a child, somebody told me this and it stuck with me, and now I feel that. Release those things. You do not have to bring the past into the present, and you do not have to take into account anyone else's perspective on your dreams. Your dreams were given to you for a reason, and your vibe will attract your tribe, but it can only attract authentic connection if you are operating authentically. Whew. That was quite the stream, but yet exhaustion. This is exhaustion is the result of people pleasing. Like, that's the energy we're leaving behind. The things that we will be doing for work going forward will no longer feel like work, because we are operating in our truth. We're doing the things that come innate and easy to us, so it feels like play. You are getting paid to play, paid to exist, paid to operate in your innate truth, in your home frequency. Your frequency cannot be duplicated. You are the only one who can channel into this realm what your soul has connection to, what your soul came here to bring to earth. And whether or not your human vessel allows it, it will make it eventually, but it might have to be in another lifetime where we come back through the deja vu. And the deja vu, interesting. What I meant to say was the amnesia. But deja vu may be significant. You may be experiencing a lot of deja vu currently or in the month of July. And that is just your sign that you are on the right path. You are having soul remembrance. That deja vu energy, and I'm getting so many chills because this is a download for me. That deja vu energy, because you're going to have the deja vu in experiences that you know you've never had in this lifetime. And that's because you are channeling and experiencing, like, it's the confirmation that you are actually on the path that your soul came here to express, to follow, to live. That's why it feels like you've done it before, because it was already planned by your soul to have this experience. That's why it feels like deja vu, even though you know for a fact you've never done this before. Number 0, the Fool. Never. You're going from 0 to 1 and from 1 to infinity. You are the chosen one to make manifest the 0. Whew. I have so many chills as I'm saying this. Like, the month of July is really going to, like, shift the collective paradigm. And I don't have the specifics. I'm not being given the specifics of exactly how, but on a personal level, it is going to change your relationship with abundance. It's going to change your relationship with how you receive and create income, in like how you receive in general. Like the ease with which you are able to receive is going to be at a new level for you, and you're going to feel it. Like it's going to be noticeable in a way that it hasn't been before. You have to maintain your frequency and vibration, because that's not to say you're not still going to have a 3D life with 3D challenges and 3D like messaging. Like you are still going to hear things that might sound discouraging, but it is your job to stay encouraged. That is the task of July, is to stay encouraged, stay high vibrational, maintain your frequency regardless of what you hear, what you see externally. Trust that the resonance you feel internally is true, is real, is what is real for you. Fog, obscurity, feeling lost. Know that if you have that you're on the fool's journey. You are, I'm channeling the song and I can't even remember the name of the artist, but it's Confidently Lost. I am confidently lost. Don't need no one to find me, 'cause I'm not hiding anything. We're not hiding. There's nothing to hide. Like being lost is the first sign that you're on the right path, because you are now setting a new course. You are paving a path that did not already exist. That feels like being lost. You're out there alone in a place you've never been before. That can feel lost. And I'm seeing under the fool, the outsider. And under the outsider is the master. Literally, you are mastering your frequency. I'm going to leave these on the table. You're mastering your home vibration. And under that is rebirth and innocence. This innocence card, I'm so glad this is out, because innocence in no sense. It's not going to make sense. Humans have put way too much weight on sense when we live on a fucking floating rock. That does not make sense. Therefore, life itself does not have to and does not make sense. Meaning everything that you have the desire for, Moss Agate, positivity and change. If you can maintain a positive vibration and a focus on positivity, that's what you are going to anchor into your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. If you could have the exact same experience as someone else, and someone might perceive that as negative. Like you got just say you got a flat tire. Somebody might think, oh, that just ruined my day. And another person might think, oh, that might have just saved me from something worse. Maybe I was supposed to be late for that thing, because who knows what would have happened if I would have been on time. Every obstacle is really just a redirection to make sure that you stay on the right path, to keep you from encountering the things that would really take you off course. But if you allow these little, small, microscopic, in the grand scheme of things, inconveniences to shift your vibration, that you're not stable in your vibration to begin with. So get so rooted and grounded in your truth that no one can shake you. The way that there is literally sweat running down my back. Like that's how fiery this energy is. Like it's instant manifestation as long as you are able to stay on your frequency. Like you're going to, like, living in flow, staying in the flow. I'm going to take this positive change, and we have Oak Tree with courage and strength. Have the courage and the strength to maintain your vibration in the face of opposition, because there are people who are going to say you're being unrealistic, or things don't make sense, or why would you do. Cut the chatter. Like if it's working for me and it's not hurting you, leave me alone. Like simple as that. We have Snow with rest and contemplation, and that's like this energy of rest, but it's like intentional resting so that you have the energy to take on this new life that is coming in for you, because things are going to pick up. So if you have time now where you are able to devote time to intentionally resting, to being in a meditative state, do it, because there's going to come a time where you will have to schedule time for that, because your life is about to pick up in the way that you've been seeking. We have Broom with energy clearing and freshening. And that, like how we were just talking about people that might have things to say, make sure you are auditing your circle. Like when you're releasing those things that no longer serve, that includes people. And it doesn't have to be a harsh, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't need, there's no beef. It's just, I'm at a place right now where my frequency, my vibration is my most valuable currency right now. And we are not currently aligned. It's not beef, but maybe we just need to take some time away from each other or whatever it is. Like, say what you need to say, but stand in your truth and be confident in it. We have seeds, new ideas, hope, open-mindedness. You are going to be channeling new information. Like, things are going to come in for you that are going to be like aha, $1,000,000 ideas type vibes. Like things that you're going to be documenting, things in this coming month that are going to be the seeds of manifestations to come, because we get so caught up in the short term and like what's about to happen right now. But this is the beginning of the rest of your life. This is the beginning of your anchoring into the new earth paradigm, living in the 5D frequency. And the 5D is more non-physical than it is physical. Therefore, those non-physical thoughts that you're having, that is the most valuable, the most valuable intangible asset that you possess are your thoughts. Take hold of them, like wrangle them, develop a set of affirmations. If you even feel like your vibration or your thoughts are starting to slip into lower vibrational frequencies, you're going to feel it. You're going to know it. It's going to feel out of place. It's like, oh, I don't think like this anymore. Like, these are not my thoughts. And as soon as you're able to flip that switch, you're back vibrating and sending out your home frequency, which is drawing in everything that was meant to come in contact with you in this lifetime. We have preserve, security, forethought, thrift. Right, like you are the ideas that you've been holding on to, because that's the way that's coming in, like the thriftiness, like you've been carrying something with you that you have been, I don't want to say fearful of putting out there, but like there's been something that has kept you. It's never felt like the right time, but you had the foresight, the forethought, and you have security in what this thing is. You're like, oh, I know that I'm good at this thing. And I've kind of been honing this skill or whatever for quite some time, but I've never really known what to do with it. You're about to find out exactly what to do with it. You are about to be given the perfect opportunity to utilize this thing. Once again, broom on the bottom of the deck, energy clearing and freshening. There are still some corners that need to be swept out. Like, get so very intentional before you go to bed tonight, because it is June 30th, the day before the month of July. Before you go to bed tonight, set the intention to be shown everything that needs to be released from your life. And this might not, like, what you find out might feel painful, uncomfortable, whatever it is in the moment, but just know that it is for your highest and best. There are people that cannot come with you. There are people that are not meant to enjoy the abundance that is coming in for you, because they have been keeping you from having it to begin with. And they might not even realize that they were doing that, and they may not have even been doing it intentionally, but because we live in a world that is just as non-physical as it is physical, there are non-physical entities, beings, energies that attach to people unbeknownst to them, that have their own agendas, and they are fulfilled through that person thinking they're doing what is natural to them, or thinking the things that they think are natural to them, because they're not used to, or they don't know how to break negative thought loops. So as soon as they have, just say, a thought of envy towards you, like, oh, they always get what they want, and then they start down that loop, like, why them? How come not me? Those types of energies, having those types of energies around you, have impact on you. And you'll know when there's someone who carries that type of vibration around you, because you will feel it. And as soon as you feel it, that doesn't mean like have a negative altercation or whatever. Like, it just means take note. Take note of the energies that you feel when you're around certain people. After you've been around this person, how do you feel when you come home? Are you drained? Are you tired? Do you feel like you can't get out of bed? Do you have a headache? Do you have body aches? Like, those are all signs. Like you can perform divination with your body. Your body is always speaking to you. There is always a message to be received, even if it's just you need to drink some water, you're dehydrated. There's always a message. Yeah, definitely with the confirmation burp, the energy clearing. There are energies that need to be swept out. Sweep out the corners of your life, because what just channeled through was because you're about to show your house, because it's up for sale, because you're moving. So sweep out the corners, get the dust, because the inspectors are coming. Which that is, look, I'm trying to grab a different deck, but clearly I need to grab this one. And I'm seeing the fire card that just got stuck to the table. And I told you how hot there's literally sweat running down my back right now, because this is such fiery, alchemical energy. You are alchemizing all of the trauma, all of the hurt, all of the darkness that you've experienced into light. Like, those experiences that you had are your testimony in the 5D. That is how you are going to be able to relate to people who are still in lower vibrations, by telling them, I know exactly where you've been, because I've been there too, but I'm not there anymore. Period. And you don't go back there for them. They show up. You are no longer in a place of fixing, because it's not a fixing. This is not in the 5D. There is nothing to fix. Everyone is whole, healed, happy, healthy, joyful, living a life of ease in the 5D. Those in the 3 and 4D, where there's things to fix and there's perceived problems and all these things, they will see, because you are the way shower, the example. You are living the life. You're living a 5-dimensional life, and they're seeing it on you. And then they come to you like, how do I do what you do? Be the way. How are you so calm and happy and joyful all the time, and things come to you so easily? And then that's when you say, well, I actually know exactly where you're coming from, because I was there, but because I was able to ground into my home frequency and show up authentically and be my full self, that is how I'm able to live this life. And you can do it too, but it's not going to look anything like what I got going on, because it's not. We are all here to express differently. Not all of us are meant to be on social media. Not all of us are meant to be CEOs. Not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. Some people's highest excitement might be fixing cars. Like, everybody's home frequency is different, but it aligns exactly as it's supposed to, when it's supposed to. That card just jumped up. Friendship. Literally. And I think friendliness is somewhere on the table as well. We are making 5D connections. You are about to, that's the month of July, is making those 5D connections. You are coming into contact with people who are going to be on this journey with you for a while. Like, I won't say the rest of your life, but definitely for years to come. And if they're not on the journey with you for years to come, they are going to make an impact on you that you are going to carry with you for years to come. And this impact feels generous, to say the least. Whew. Yeah, July is a big month. Like, July is really the turning point, because 2025 in itself is a turning point, and we have just tipped the halfway mark, which means we are halfway through the halfway. If that makes any sense. The energy is so potent. Like I said, fiery, hot, like alchemical, instant alchemization, new life. I can't make it up. Literally, you will be living a new life by the time July is over. The lights in my house, and because you can't see it, but they're on a timer, and they literally just came on as soon as I said that. The lights are coming on. Lights, camera, action. Literally. Divinity. You will be operating in your divinity. Your divinity will become a part of your everyday life if it's not already. Your divine essence, your connection to the divine message. You will be receiving messages clearly, constantly, like telepathically, using all of the clairs, the clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, all of it is coming online stronger in the month of July, to the point where you will not be able to ignore it. And that might mean meditate. Meditate so that you can ground these messages in, so that you can hear them clearly, so you can get used to what it sounds like, what it feels like. Magic. Yeah, and then I'm seeing over here Thoth with divine magic, and Thoth energy has been very heavy lately. Thoth might be significant for someone, like there might be a, like he might be a part of your spirit guides or your spirit team, or somewhat like an energy that you might even be able to channel. Because if maybe you're not even used to channeling, maybe that's not something you're familiar with, but you are an energetic channel. We all are, but some of us are more conscious of it than others. Because I specifically identify as a channel, as a signal to the divine to channel through me, so that I can share messages like this with the collective to bring awareness to what is available to you. Whew. Earth, release, jealousy. We just talked about those jealous energies. And the evil eye is repelling it, because and then we have air. We have earth, fire, and air. Only thing we haven't seen is water, and I'm seeing karmic path. But it's very, like with this air and earth, it's giving like the balance of heaven and earth. Like that's the balance. You are the connector of the realms. Your thoughts create the 3D reality, means you are channeling into reality what does not already exist. Let me see. I'm going to tap into the tarot. Knight of Wands just flipped out. Dancing to the beat of your own drum, running with wild horses. It's that freedom energy. You are being freed from the shackles of jealousy, of judgment, of naysayers. Queen of Swords. Your decisions are clear. You're listening to that inner voice, your intuition. It's speaking so loudly that you have no choice but to make the right decision, because it's so clear to you what the right decision is, even though there is no wrong choice when you're operating at such a high vibration. It's just what direction because that's the element of free will. As humans on this journey, we have free will. But the free will is a hindrance when we're in those lower vibrations, because we choose what's comfortable, what's safe, what's perceived as easier, because a lot of times going with the flow is perceived as easier because you don't have to rock the boat. But a lot of times rocking the boat will get you to a point where not only is it easy, but it feels good, because something can be easy and not feel good. But the alignment of operating at a high vibration and making the choices that are truly aligned with your soul's path bring ease and joy, all abundance with ease, AWE. And those are the decisions that we're making. The devil, there will be temptation. That's those energies that need to be swept out of the corners. They will tempt you to return to your lower vibration. They're going to say things that sound so logical, that make so much quote unquote sense, but they don't feel good. They do not resonate as truth. And that Nine of Wands, boundaries and vibration, is the strongest boundary you can set, because you cannot fake vibration. When you are vibrating so high, or when you're vibrating at your home frequency, people cannot resonate who are not meant to be on the path with you. They will naturally expose themselves for being outside of your frequency. I don't know really the best way to say that, because it's not like because like with the Hierophant, this lighthouse, it's like your energy is a beacon. But it's going to also repel the things that want to stay in the dark. So people who are so comfortable in their shadows, or so uncomfortable facing their shadows, are going to be repelled by the brightness of your light, because you have nothing to hide. Like, you operate so openly that they feel vulnerable in your energy, because they know you can see straight through them. Like, you see the truth of them, which honestly, the truth of them is love. But they feel like the truth of them are all those things that they're hiding, when really those aren't the truth. That's not the truth of you. That's the alchemy in you that is if you were to alchemize it and face those shadows, would only make your light brighter. But because the shame and the guilt and the fear around those energies, it dims your light because you feel like you have something to hide, but there is nothing to hide. Queen of Wands, the manifestational energy. King of Wands. Yes, King and Queen of Wands. So there is Knight of Swords. Yeah, and this is like fast energy. There will be some swift communications. There will be conversations that will be had that are going to feel like towers. And a tower is just an ending to allow for a new beginning. And I love the depiction of the tower in this deck because it's a tree that is falling, but there are acorns falling from the tree, meaning that there are new seeds being planted by this ending. There really is only perpetual beginnings, because every time something ends, it is the beginning of something new. And it is always this or better. Maintain that energy, that it is always this or better. Two of Wands. Travel might be significant. Maybe you are planning a trip, or that might be something that shows up for you in the month of July. One of these unexpected experiences is the opportunity to travel to a place that maybe has been on your vision board or your bucket list. Ace of Wands, and that place might activate some remembrance in you, because the places we feel called to visit are not by coincidence. There is some sort of resonance that we are meant to feel. There is something where we're lighting up the grid in some way, the energetic grid of the earth. Like our energy is like that missing piece. Sometimes we just need to click into place by going somewhere we have not been before, but we have always felt called, or maybe just felt called in the moment, because it could even be local. Like you've always had this desire to go to this park or this museum, whatever it is, but you've never gone. In the month of July, prioritize those things. Stop putting off the things that you know you desire that are easy to give yourself. Allow yourself the simple joys in the month of July, because that is going to help you maintain that frequency and that vibration that is calling in the things that are meant for you. I actually just started reading The Artist's Way, and there, I'm not going to get too far into the back and forth of it all, but like one of the recommendations of that book is to take yourself on artist dates, which is literally to take yourself out solo just to do something that will inspire you creatively, or that you simply desire to do, because that adds fuel to your creative fire. Ace of Wands. And it's something about these two energies. You see the synchronicity there. Your third eye activated. You are seeing beyond the veil. You are seeing things that people who are not tapped in are not going to see. And that's why those things that you talk about, those things that you desire, and honestly, talk less, do more, because there's a lot that you are going to see for yourself and desire to take action on, that if you talked about to certain people or whoever, because you can have your trusted, energetically matched people to talk to, but don't just go spewing this to any old body, because the things that you are seeing for yourself are there's no linear way for you to get there, at least not for any human to be able to see. But you can see, you can feel that it's oh, this is definitely a possibility for me, more than a possibility. It resonates as true for me, but it's going to take divine intervention, which is readily available and would love to aid in bringing you the thing, as long as you can maintain that vibration and not allow anyone to deter you from maintaining the momentum. I'm going to take this Ace of Wands, and then we have Judgment. That's that body soul connection. You are going to connect with your higher self in a way that you never have before, because this blindfolded, stuck, Two of Swords blocked energy, you're freeing yourself from that, because you're now able to see more clearly death and rebirth. You have been reborn from this energy. You are no longer allowing limitations, 3D limitations, to keep you from your fifth dimensional understanding, the fifth dimensional truth of your frequency, of your authentic expression. Let's see. I think So after this, I'm going to hit the Galactic, or the Gateway of Light Oracle. I'm going to read from the book, and then I might hop off. Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely communication coming in, because we have 3 knights on the table. We have the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. The only thing we're missing is the Knight of Pentacles. And that's the thing. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. We have the 3 fastest knights on the table. So these things are coming in rapidly, like manifestations, downloads, maybe even romantic offers, romantic interactions, and use your discernment. And we have the Hierophant back on the bottom of the deck. Keep your light on, shine authentically, because that is your best defense against deception, is operating authentically, because people can't fake you can't fake the funk. You cannot fake vibration. Like, you can try to I didn't even see this, spiritual cleansing. Yeah, that's the sweeping out the corners, and maybe even doing intentional rituals for protection and energy clearing. Call in Archangel Michael to cut the cords, to cut any cord that is connecting you to anything that no longer serves, or just clear your energy field, because that no one is entitled to draw energy from you indiscriminately. You get to decide who, how, when, and where people receive your energy. But there are people who have connection to you that, if you've never done anything like a cord cutting or intentionally, set boundaries with a person, that they're able to pull from your energy because they have access to it, because you gave them access knowingly or unknowingly. And that access comes from the mind. Like, if they're able to, they might think about you, and maybe you still have the same, because I can see the way this message is coming through. Like, I literally visually see it. It's like, just say someone is thinking, like, you and a person used to operate at the same frequency, and they used to think about you. Like, as you started to like drift apart, they would still think about you. And when they would think about you, because you're on the same level, it's like, oh, I can still feel this person's energy. I'm still able to be soothed by whatever energy they used to provide me. But as you started to raise your vibration, they're like reaching out, but it's harder to get to you. But you still can kind of feel it, and they're still kind of able to like pull. But that's when you feel your vibration start to lower to theirs, because they're pulling on you, trying to bring you down, because there's still that energetic cord that has not been cut. But if you raise your vibration and cut the cord, they're reaching, but because they don't know where to find you, because that cord is no longer leading them up to you to pull you down, they're reaching for nothing. I hope that makes sense, because that's the way I saw it in my mind, and I don't know how to explain that without it being visual. And I was shuffling before I started, and I'm seeing Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. And I'm just going to go ahead and read this card, because I don't think I've ever read this card, really, or even seen it, because these colors are so activating to me. Like, as I'm looking at this, like, this feels soothing to me. Like, this is going to sound weird, but I feel like I want to eat it. Like, it looks sweet. Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. And that's literally the imagery I just gave. Like, I was gonna say I can't make it up, but I can't. I literally I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. Merkaba activation. Here we go. Merkaba and Merkaba are ancient Egyptian and Hebrew words relating to the ascension process of the soul. The Hebrew Merkaba or Merkava means chariot or vehicle, and it's most commonly associated with the prophet Ezekiel's vision of angels traveling on or in spheres of light. In ancient Egyptian, Mer means light, Ka means spirit, and Ba means body. So light, spirit, body. When these 3 words are put together, the idea is that light engulfs the spirit and body, and there is an opportunity to rise up. The symbol of the Merkaba is the star tetrahedron. This 8-pointed star is simply the 3-dimensional extension of a hexagram, a symbol that is strongly associated with the Hebrew and Egyptian mystery schools. In modern spirituality, the Merkaba is acknowledged as the light body or vehicle that we can activate for the ascension process. It has been said that it is surrounded by an 8-pointed star tetrahedron, and when we're aligned on a spiritual level, the star spins at great speed, creating a sphere of unbreakable light around us. This sphere of light can help us move between the dimensions. While we are having a human experience, it creates a portal into the divine matrix so that we can connect with guidance and walk the path of light. Connect. Place one hand on your heart and the other on the space just above your pelvic bone. Breathe. Send your breath down to earth. Send your breath up to heaven. Then chant Merkaba several times. When you feel you've chanted enough, visualize or physically see a spinning sphere of light surrounding your body to be open to wisdom coming through. You are engulfed in light. Your message, you are raising your vibration and becoming magnetic to the presence and wisdom of light. You are in a space of ascension. The ascension process isn't about leaving this incarnation or dimension, but about finding harmony in it. The word harmony was here somewhere. I'm not even going to look for it, but the word harmony is on this table. All of the attention, love, and care you have been giving to your body and supporting your spiritual journey. All of the attention, love, and care you have been giving to your body and supporting your spiritual journey. A powerful gateway of light is surrounding you now, allowing you to connect with the divine matrix of ancient wisdom. It's important for you to be aware of the information, energy, and downloads you are receiving, for all that's coming through is supporting your expansion. You are moving up a level. It's time to fly high. That literally is the energy of this entire reading, which is the month of July. It is time to fly high, anchor into your highest available vibration, connect directly to your higher self, and channel that energy through you unapologetically. Be so unapologetically authentic in the month of July and onward. You are anchoring the frequency of the 5D New Earth. You are the new human. And on that note, I am going to love and leave y'all here. Thank you so much for participating, for the likes, gifts, interactions. I know and intend that you received exactly what you needed. And I am wishing you an abundant ascension. And I'll catch y'all in the next live. Love y'all. Peace.